Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of
Building Stuff,
where I am going to be showing you how to
build stuff
in your settlements in Fallout 4. First up is the Junkie shack, so let's build. Okay, so to start us off, we're actually going to be placing down this small shack floor. This is going to be the sperm of our build. Next, we're going to proceed to build this small metal structure. The inspiration behind this was actually just me being simply sick of using the wooden shack foundations to build every single elevated structure on. So I thought a bit of metal might mix things up a bit. Next, we're going to be getting rid of this middle piece to slot in a shack, floor and roof, so when we place our foundation it will line up with the gap in the metal structure. Then we're going to use this shack foundation to force in another shack foundation in the gap in the metal structure. This will form a base of what all the floors and walls are going to snap to, plus it kind of breaks up the monotony of the metal structure and introduces a bit of variety. On top of this foundation, we're going to line up one of those thick shack walls, the ones with the windows. We're going to line this up with the edge facing the metal structure so we can snap additional floors to it, ones that will sit on top of the foundation, for reasons that I'll show you in a minute. Next, we're going to snap these two small shack floors onto the shack foundation to start making the entrance. Once you've done this, you just need to do a bit of pushing and shoving with a shack bridge to make it look supported, add some fences, pop the stairs in place, and voila! Next, we're going to pop the doorway in, and this is where those additional floors come in handy, allowing us to snap it straight in without any glitching through floors or any of that old bollocks. And then we're going to have a snooze because of these fucking radiation storms. Now we can get rid of that shack window and replace it with floors, so we can snap it back onto those floors. And now we can begin to snap all of the walls and corner pieces into place. Just a quick tip, to place those angled walls inside of the corner pieces, you have to place the angled walls in first, like so. And seeing as this is going to be a toilet, a junkie's toilet no less, I'm guessing they'll appreciate a bit of privacy. Next, we're going to add this single wall corner piece to the corner of the building, as this will serve as an additional entry and exit point. You might ask yourself what's the point, but have faith. It adds a bit more texture and depth to the exterior of the building, as well as making it look sort of more cobbled together, which is the kind of look we're going for. After all of your walls are in, we're then going to want to snap another small floor onto the outside of that corner piece. And because the game doesn't actually let you do this, you're going to need to temporarily get rid of this wall and snap small floors off of this floor piece to get yourself around the corner. Once you're there, just fuck the floors off, pop the wall back in, now just pop your stairs on, and that's another bit done. Now it's time for the roofs. Placing roofs isn't exactly brain surgery, I know, but I do like the look of these kind of bedsheet type roofs. It adds just a little bit more colour and makes things look a little bit more shite. Although don't be an absolute billion like me and put them in like this. Make sure you switch these two around and replace the wood shack roof with the prefab of the same likeness. As while the cloth roofs do look nice, they do not allow anything to clip through them, which will get in our way when we try and place the windmill in there. Next, it's time for our windmill, and as you can see, it really doesn't like that cloth roof, so we're just going to swap it round now. And it still won't go in. What the fuck? Oh, you need to use the shack wall window with the curtain. Oh, I see. It's a load of shit. I suppose that is where the toilet is going, so it kind of fits the brief. Moving on. Next, let's put some doors in. I like to mix them up a bit so they kind of just look like they've been jacked from other buildings, but maybe that's just me. Now it's time for some lighting, of which there isn't much, I'll be honest, as we're going for a bit of a dingy look, so I wouldn't go too bombastic with it. Just a fan light here, a single bulb there, and that should match the look of this shack nicely. Next we're going to have to wire everything up with conduits and pylons. I like to morph the conduits into the roof so they're realistically there, but not too much in your face. As for the pylons, we're just going to stick 2 here. I'm pretty sure they don't actually add much function to the building, but I like the look. So yeah, fuck it. Pylons! And now, fucking finally, some decorations. I recommend starting with some rucks, preferably some shoddy looking ones. Now for some beds. As I've mentioned in my previous build videos, I like to place different kinds of beds, including the ones without frames. Again, going for that shitty, stolen, roughing it kind of look. I especially love the frameless mattresses because just gaze upon the marvel that is those stains. Let's bask in the thunder of its magnificence, shall we? Moving on. I like to add tables next to my beds because, come on, who doesn't have a fucking bedside table? I mean, where the fuck do you put your tea? And then a radio.
Because who doesn't love the sensual sounds of a radio announcer drilling into your skull?
Now it's time for a bit of furniture to give the place that lived-in feel. I like these drawer units because they're all beaten up and half broken, and I think that matches this place quite well. Now just add a nice table, suitcase, and voila! Next is the table and chairs. This mainly serves as a means of drawing your settlers into the building, again adding to that lived-in feel. Settlers are a bunch of cunts though, so fuck them, give them the shit chairs. Next up, I'm afraid, is the pain in the arse part of decoration. The junk. This can be quite painful to do, but I find that it really does complete the look of this build. Starting off with an aluminium tray to house the wide variety of chems for our junkies, a plunger for the toilet, some plates, some cups, a gas tank or two, because what self-respecting junkie doesn't appreciate a bit of petrol every now and then, and even some lovely broken glass. You know, for the kids. And then finally finishing up with our chems. I like to use things like Stimpaks and Psychos due to the fact that they're syringes, and then some jet, because I fucking love jet. I love the jet! And there you have it everyone, your very own squat. And just to give you an idea of what the finished product actually looks like, here's the inside. And here's the outside. And that just about wraps up the first episode of
Building Stuff.
I hope this video will help you to
Build Stuff.
in your own settlements in some way or another. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this video and want to see more of my content, then please don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with my latest videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, then thank you for continuing to support my channel. And if you're new to the channel and want to see the settlement that this build is actually featured in, I will leave a link in the description. Anyway, have a sexy afternoon. Until next time.